Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that last video. For those who were trying to tune in, it was a little bit frozen because my phone died. But we're just gonna do the same thing again. I'm here with Danny Quest right here, Danny F Quest. You can find him on Facebook, find him on YouTube, and everything else. And we are in Richmond, Virginia now. We're in the downtown area, or just outside the downtown area. For those who are unaware, I'm out here because of the Mind Unleashed. The Mind Unleashed on YouTube. Check them out. That's where I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. We were just doing a live video. My phone died, so we're just going to recap again. Tonight, Danny has an event we're going to head to. Tell him about that.
Yeah, first night in town, I ran into some local activists who invited me to this pre-rally this evening at a brewery. That a lot of other mainstream media journalists are not privy to. So hopefully we'll get in there, get some information, maybe bring you guys some photos or some live streams from the event tonight. Not sure who's all going to be there, but supposedly it's more of a local event than some of the people that are coming from around the nation. So I'm excited to see what happens.
And did you say it was more of a like the black community?
Yeah, definitely. It's it's an African American pro Second Amendment group from Richmond, Virginia that's putting it on. It's not really part of the broader rally that's happening tomorrow. It's a local group that has been doing this. It's an annual thing that they have every year here. So
The Virginia Citizens Defense League. So
right.
that's what's going on tomorrow. It's at 8 a.m. bright and early Eastern time. Once again, we are out here for the Mind Unleashed. Both of us have our own channels. Obviously the Conscious Resistance. Danny F Quest. Where should they?
You can find me on all social networks at Danny Quest, and Google the Truther on, I think, Twitter and YouTube, and I'm on D Live, all those other platforms. It's
Float?
easy to find. Yeah, Float.app. I'll be live streaming from tomorrow.
That's FLOTE.
Yeah, flote.app. It's a great upcoming Facebook alternatives. One of the things that I've been talking about us doing as alternative media journalists is moving away from these censorship platforms like YouTube and Facebook that are preventing us content creators and alternative media journalists from getting seen and getting the information out there to you guys. So it's imperative, one, that we switch to these censorship-proof blockchain-backed alternatives, and two, it's vital that you guys help support us, because all this stuff, the traveling, the planes, the hotels, is very expensive, and we take it upon ourselves to do it. That's why we're broadcasting tonight to you guys, and tomorrow on the Mind Unleashed, the Conscious Resistance Network. It's important that you have us out here, and we can't do it without you.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I was saying a moment ago when we were at the restaurant is the Mind Unleashed and Aaron and Emma and Joe, when we talked on, I think, Friday, they sort of like said, hey, we just sort of joked about bringing me out here. And I said, I'm down, let's do it. So we started looking up flights. We bought a last minute flight. It was about $600. We've raised enough money through the Mind Unleashed fundraiser campaign to cover the cost of the flight. So, the $600 whatever dollars it cost to get me out here from Houston, we've paid that back now. But at the same time, there's still more costs. Make sure this is still charting. There's still more costs. We were just eating some food. We got to eat while we're out here. We got to stay hydrated. I've got all my equipment, my cameras. I got some solar batteries. We got everything so that we can stream for you guys. But if you want to make sure that the Mind Unleashed gets the message that you guys want more live stream coverage for the next big thing, whether it's, some conflict like this or maybe more of a positive story, there's so many stories that I would like to go cover. For example, the vaccine battle that just took place in New Jersey. I wish I could have been out there and documenting that. There's a lot of good stuff going there as well. So if you want to make sure that the Mind Unleashed continues to do coverage like this, that I can continue to do coverage like this, please do invest in the crowdfunding campaign. Just to give you kind of an idea what you can expect from what I'm going for, I'm going to be aiming to do coverage of, as Danny said, the Virginia Citizens Defense League. They've been doing this since 1993, I think I read, going to the Capitol, and on Lobby Day, which is tomorrow, Monday, every year they go out there and they hand out information about Second Amendment rights, gun rights to the representatives, if you want to call them that. And this year they're still doing the same thing. The only difference is the media has hyped this up. The governor's declared a state of emergency. People are saying, Alex Jones, and people are saying this is going to be the launch of the second Civil War and all this kind of crap. So it's all hyped up now, but what I want to do is I'm going to go into that safe zone. I know people are worried about going to the zone where they're telling you can't be armed, you can't have weapons. I want to make sure to go in there to document the actual work of what people are there to do, not just to focus on the circus outside, because there's going to be a circus outside for sure. And I'll be out there in the circus too, but I'm going to make sure to be out there showing what the Virginia Citizen Defense League is out there. And if you haven't kept up with their pages, they've been putting out statements making it clear hate is not welcome. White nationalists, Nazis, white supremacists, they don't want anything to do with you. And they don't want hate from the other side. They don't want the Antifa people here. They're just there to do their thing. And you have locals here who are just trying to live their lives, and they don't want any of this chaos. So, you know, we're going to focus on that. I'm going to be doing man on the street interviews. I'm going to be doing live streaming of any action. I'm going to be documenting the Virginia Citizens Defense League as they pass out their information. And whatever else comes up, we'll see. And so, again, most of this is going to be live streamed through the Mind Unleashed. Go subscribe to the Mind Unleashed. I think it's just the Mind Unleashed TV on YouTube, and you'll see me there. And then I will check in with you guys throughout the day on the Conscious Resistance. And I said this on the last stream, but for those who didn't see it, I'm going to do another video tonight when we get to the hotel. Again, hotels and Airbnbs are being put up by the Mind Unleashed. If you want to help recoup the cost, please do invest. But I'm going to do a video tonight talking about the Council on National Policy, the National Rifle Association, and this whole event, and how I think that there are people are trying to play us from both sides, both angles. You know, you could say the leftists or the Democrats are coming for your guns, but I definitely think the fact that the NRA's headquarters is here in Virginia and this is taking place, I don't think that's a coincidence. I think there's a lot of people who want to turn this into a divide and conquer, civil war, us versus them kind of mentality. What you got to say on that?
Right. Well, one of the things that I've been saying for the last few days, guys, is that this isn't so much of a left versus right dichotomy. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of the conservative, white nationalists, Alex Jones, high impact flicks, these kinds of voices are definitely out here. But this is a very, very diverse crowd. There's people from all over the country, all walks of life, who support the Second Amendment.
We just met some folks at a vegan restaurant who are here from Virginia Beach, right?
Right, exactly. There's a lot of people. So I don't see so much of this left versus right that some of these alternative media YouTube voices are saying, you know, that we have to protect ourselves from the anti-fascists and these kinds of things, so much as I see this as being a us versus the government, or the government versus the people type of battle. David Hawk, the kid from
March for Our Lives, I think is what it's called.
Parkside, Parkland, yeah, the anti-gun activist, he's been actively involved. He just started a hashtag that said, "I stand with Virginia," and people who support the state to take away people's rights to essentially open carry in a very a state that is built upon the Second Amendment and gun rights is very important to the people here. And Eminem, I heard, just put out a song. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it's calling for gun rights, and
it ends with literally saying, like, go to this website to register to vote so we can change. It was him literally pretending to be the Vegas shooter and like acting it out. And people know that there's some shit up with the Vegas shooting. You know, there's a lot of voices. There's a lot of people trying to take advantage of this, and that's what I want to look at later. And that's what we're going to try to keep you guys aware of, because, you know, it's easy to just fall into this like, it's the Democrats, it's the leftists, they're coming for our guns. This is the moment we knew, and Alex Jones is coming up here and he's going to create a rally. Look, for those of you who've been following me for a while, I was at the 2016 RNC, and you can go back, just search Alex Jones on this channel. You'll find a couple of videos. But at the RNC, I've filmed first right up in front and watched Alex Jones go directly to the communists who were chanting like "fuck Alex Jones" or whatever, and go beeline into them, and then dive into a dude. And then an hour later, InfoWars reports, communists attack Alex Jones. I mean, there's people who are just here to take advantage of this shit, and they want to amp you up. They want you at home to be feeling like, this is civil war, it's launching, this is taking place right now. So if that does happen, we'll be here. But if not, then we'll be here to document and show that it's a bunch of bullshit.
Exactly. And that's why you guys got to support. You got to support the alternative media, support the Mind Unleashed, support Derrick, the Conscious Resistance. There's a lot of people who are out here to capitalize on the chaos, whether it's the mainstream media who are flashing those red warning things and talking about how there's Al-Qaeda linked groups and homegrown terrorism, and they just want attention, right? They're trying to get people glued to the screens. And the same can be said with Alex Jones and Paul Joseph Watson and a lot of these more right-wing conservative voices on YouTube who think that this is going to be the boogaloo and it all starts here and the Antifa is coming to get us. They're just trying to appease their base, right? Everybody has a political
and get YouTube subscribers and money.
Right. Right, but what we want to do is bring you up to the date, valid, real information. Follow my friend Ford Fisher, News to Share. He's a live stream journalist. He brings it as it is every day, all day. He's amazing. Make sure you guys please hit me up at Danny Quest, Danny F Quest on Facebook, at Danny Quest on Instagram, Snapchat, The Truther on Twitter, and let me know what you want to see, because I'm a little confused myself actually of what I should be covering tomorrow, because there's going to be so much going on. I would love some response from the viewers and from the people who follow us to know what exactly it is that you guys want to see.
Absolutely. And this is broadcasting through the Conscious Resistance YouTube channel, but we do know it's going to get uploaded to the Mind Unleashed on YouTube and on Facebook. So wherever you're watching this from, again, if you support the efforts that we're trying to do here in independent media, you don't want the corporate media to tell you what's going on, you don't want the biased right wing or the biased left wing to tell you what's going on, then please invest in this trip. We've raised over $600 now. Our goal is $2,000. So maybe throughout the day, tomorrow and tonight, we can raise some more funds so that we can continue to do trips like this. You guys know that I love doing this. I love writing documentaries and doing YouTube videos from home, but this is where I thrive. This is where I want to be, in the field reporting for you guys. So I appreciate everybody who has donated and who's made this a reality. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up because we've been talking for just a bit. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. So thank you so much for supporting. Please follow the Mind Unleashed on YouTube for live streams tomorrow. Stay tuned for another video tonight on the Conscious Resistance. It'll probably be out late, or if it's too late, I'll schedule it early in the morning. But just stay tuned, guys. We're going to leave it there. Remember, you're powerful. You're beautiful.
And you are free.
Peace.